All right, guys, this week is a hero's journey, and we're talking about the classic journey that a hero makes in literature. And I know that for those of you who aren't reading The Kite Runner right now, you chose to do the 5 short stories. This probably isn't going to connect too much to you. But for those of you continuing to read The Kite Runner, Amir is technically seen as a hero. And so for those of you not reading it, check-in number 4 is just going to connect to your day-to-day life and your opinion on the word hero. We're hearing it all the time in the media. You're going to be hearing it in Humanities with Mrs. Lot when you watch the Lady Gaga video. There is a ton of connotation around the word hero. All of our people on the front line, those being grocery workers, first responders, food producers, those people are getting deemed as heroes during the coronavirus. And do we see them as heroes? Does your definition of the word hero change? So that'll be check-in number 4, and that's due on Tuesday. But the hero's journey. Hercules is going to come up a bit because, number 1, I love the movie. Number 2, he also does a classic hero's journey in mythology. And yeah, I am saying that Amir may be the classic hero, even though you know that I think that he's not a hero. I think he's quite wimpy, quite annoying as our main character. But he does begin the hero's journey. And for those of you on par with the Kite Runner, you may begin to notice that. So the overarching cookie cutter journey is we start in the ordinary world. There's a call to adventure. That hero may refuse that call and then meet with a mentor, cross the threshold. There's allies and enemies, and eventually it comes full circle. So the hero will complete that journey and be back in their ordinary world. Typically, if we were in a regular class setting, I'd go a lot more into this, but because some of you aren't reading The Kite Runner right now and have chosen a different option, I'm just going to kind of go over it quickly. So Amir's ordinary world, at first, before everything changes, before the incident that happens to Hassan, he's young, he's naive, right? He's also not the nicest kid either, but he's naive because he's been sheltered by Baba. He's sheltered by his privilege. He enjoys flying kites. He loves playing games. He reads stories, holds that over Hassan's head. But in the end, Hassan always is there to protect Amir. There's a call to adventure. What is that call to adventure? Well, when Hassan is in that alley, there is a call there. There is a change to be made. And unfortunately, Amir, like right over here, is not really responding to that call. He refuses the call. I have the wimpy here because I find Amir to be wimpy. He's not committed. He doesn't step in to help Hassan. Instead, he lets that horrific incident happen to him. Our mentor in the novel is going to be Rahim Khan. He is the guy that is supposed to be guiding Amir, and he does make that phone call to him to let him know what's happening with Hassan. He's confronted with that same refusal to adventure. He crosses into the different world. We know he's now in Fremont rather than back in Afghanistan, so it's not an imaginary world. It's a real world. He's moved away from where the incident occurs, and that's where our story is beginning to roll. We know that he's with Soraya at this point as well. There's going to be tests, allies, enemies. Soraya is going to be one of those allies. Rahim Khan is a mentor as well as an ally, but our enemy is that same villain, the same one who confronted Hassan in the alleyway. So that's the test that he initially failed, but now he has a chance at redemption. The innermost cave is a bit figurative, but that's his approach to the climax of the novel. So his rise to redemption, which we're not quite at. And then it's going to finish with, is he able to get redemption, find forgiveness, do something for Hassan that makes up for what initially happened. And the remaining question is, can Amir pull off being a hero, especially for me as being a villain at the beginning of the novel? Can he turn it around, and can he convince us as the readers that he is a hero in the grand scheme of things.